Hey, good evening. This is Jupiter Exile, and we're getting back to Dark Souls 3 SL1 run. Tonight we're going to be trying, picking up basically where we left off, and we're going to be trying to take out Sister Fried. We've got some new strats that we're going to try to deploy, as I did a little bit of research between last time and now. Let me just let a couple people know that I am online. Alright. We need to take a quick detour to go pick up an item that we haven't collected. That'll be waiting for us back in the dark version of the Firelink Shrine. Here we go. It's not the Flameless Shrine. Where actually is it in the listing? Here we go. Champion Gundyr. It's actually tied to the first area. We're also going to change out armor. I remembered after watching another SL1 player, I remembered a bit about Dark Souls 3 mechanics. We have actually a higher threshold before our roll gets penalized because we're playing Dark Souls 3. So I should be able to get by on a notably heavier armor set than what I've been trying to wear. So we're going to wear the Wilhelm set that we got very recently. And we still have a perfectly fine dodge roll with this, because the thresholds in Dark Souls 3 are very flexible. We're going to keep using the Knight's Ring, Prisoner's Chain, Lloyd's Sword Ring. I'm going to get another ring over here that we'll use instead of the Flynn's Ring. I have to fight my way through a couple of Black Knights in order to get this item. So it might take a couple times. I thought I'd be able to get the backstab there. Didn't manage it. But yeah, so there's a ring over here, the Hornet's Ring, which is going to give us higher damage when we are performing a critical attack, which includes any ripostes, or in addition to ripostes, any backstab criticals. Cool, he put up a shield. So it's around here somewhere, but I'm not sure exactly where. I think it's past this guy. So I'm going to grab the item real quick. There it is. That's what we're after. Slurp. Ah, that didn't kill him. Okay, so we'll be switching this out for the Hornet's Ring, and now we'll be making our way back. Over to face Sister Fried. Quick area transitions. So we're not changing too much about the strategy that we were using against her, but we're going to try and backstab her a bit more often. Basically, last time I was fighting her, when I was kind of figuring this out for myself, it just didn't occur to me that when I'm attacking her on her way out of stealth, I could be going for backstabs, because she ends her stealth with a charged attack. All right, let's reacclimate to the fight and deal and shake off the rust. Might take a couple rounds. Get some nervous dodging out of the way. Should be behind. Yeah, I can just walk around behind her there and get an easy backstab. Bit of an error there. Yep, back into it. Did a little bit of research on some other strats I can do, so I think I'll be a little bit better disposed for this. The second phase is still going to be about as messy as before. There's not a lot more we can do to make the second phase more controlled, but I have a better idea of what I'm trying to accomplish in the third phase and how I need to treat the boss. What would you like to do here? Bit of an early jump, bit of an early roll from me. I shouldn't usually take damage from that attack. I felt that was a good. I felt that was a good parry, and the game disagreed. I think it was a bit too early. Solid start. And there's plenty of time to get behind her for that. Guess we're not getting the transition right there. I'll just hit her head on there. Phase 2. I ran out of, I must have run out of stamina. I thought I had that dodge just fine. So some other things of note, when she's going for that heal during the second phase, that's also an opportunity for me to backstab. And the critical attack that I might be able to get on Father Ariandel, if I can put him into hit stun, that also gets a bonus from the Hornet Ring. So that ring choice is giving us power in a lot of segments of the fight. There are also some backstab setups in the third phase I'll be going for. At the same time, it's also linked to her invisibility mechanic. Basically, what this all comes down to is when she chooses to go invisible, she performs a very specific set of actions. Oh right, that's a... I forgot that was a, I forgot that was a sweep. So many other bosses, when they're doing the third combo hit, it's, straight... It's, a vertical slice. Yeah, Freed's combos in the first and third phases cover a lot of ground. Oh right, I forgot what I was doing. Let's recover. Yeah, if she takes a dash, you're almost always safe to Estus. I got tangled up on something in Father Ariandel's hitbox. I'm not sure what it was. That is the trick about going after Father Ariandel specifically. If you want a more controlled fight in this phase, you probably want to face off against Freed specifically. Father Ariandel takes more damage and is subject to a possible critical hit. Frida is not. But there's a lot of weird stuff that can happen when you decide to interact with Father Ariandel preferentially. That was messy, but I didn't die. Had a bad parry attempt in there. Whew. Tricky. There we go. I think I'm going to do parting shots on Father Ariandel, but I'm not going to run him down as much. The other trick about remaining close to Frida, if you want to try with that choice, is that if she hits you with that attack as she's starting up the sweep, it's pretty dangerous. Like, it's just a lot of damage, so it's very lethal. This Fire Breath is a prime time to push damage on the Father. I'm not sure how much damage I could possibly get in on him during the Lava Pour. Might be a good opportunity. I'm not sure. I think that might be the explosion. Nope, it's not. She's going for the heal. I think I can heal safely there. That was very dangerous. I don't know how long the cooldown is for that burst. I think it's not actually safe for me. That's a Fire Breath attack, isn't it? Cool. Let's get damage in. Oh, she's healing. Whew. Definitely got to be flexible in terms of how we're getting our damage in here. Yeah, the biggest mistake we can make in this is assuming that we have to do something specific in terms of how we're addressing the fight. That should get us through the phase. Take one last sip. Okay. Time for the real rough stuff. I know how to respond to that too, I just did it wrong. What I'm actually supposed to do there is run towards her. That's such a bummer. Well, that's how we get back to it. Patience is the name of the game. The slow attack. slow attack again. I'm screwing up. Alright, phase 1 done. Hit there. That's bad. What do you guys want to do? Fire breath. Cool. Fire breath again. There's a candle bit like floating in midair there. It's kind of weird. Oh, he moved further forward on that second slam than I thought he was going to. Didn't judge it right. Yeah, I thought I would be going for the dodge roll forward before his third slam, but no, he does motor a bit for a guy who's constantly stuck to a chair. Gets a move on. So there was an alternative build to try for this that I'm going to mess with for a little bit, which is just that we go back to the axe for more damage. And we just appreciate that we're inflicting more damage per backstab. We can't do the parry setups with this. But the parry setups have also been doing damage to me. So that's a little bitter. For some reason, it's really difficult to get the exact clean parry timing on her. But there's like a messy parry timing that kind of works. But I understand my safe options against her a bit better at this point. And that does 900 damage, so... I barely was able to get her to magnet back over for the backstab. I thought I might have to settle for a normal hit. Okay. We'll be using Charcoal Pine this time through. I think the better option with this weapon is going to be the Lightning Resin. You want to focus on the damage type you're already dealing whenever possible. Okay, there's Frida. I lost track of her for a bit. That's a Fire Breath attack. Whew! Spicy. Free just went invisible, and he's doing a Fire Breath. So we need to focus on Frida. She put her back to a wall like a jerk. The ice is going to prevent me from closing on Father Ariandel there, unfortunately. I got hit by the trample damage there. This is a little too close into the Father. Fortunately took a frostbite there. That's the explosion slam. I could actually tell what that was before it happened for once. Oh, I accidentally slipped into her ice area and I had a little bit of damage. That ice location doesn't kill me from full health, but I had a little bit of lingering damage from something else. Alright, I'm going to change off our resin to go for lightning, because I believe... I believe the mechanic for the resin is that it adds damage but also augments the damage you're already dealing, if you're already dealing damage of that type. And in this case, since we have some lightning damage on the weapon, this should give us more. And we'll go ahead and use it across the phases, why not? See if we can speed this up a bit. Oh right, she steps in really far on... How did that kill from full? What did I change that would result in that killing from full? Have I just not been hit by that in a lot of attempts? Huh. That was the slow arc spin. Oh, I dropped the Ring of the Embedded. Oh, let's try that instead of this ring. Or it's the Prisoner's Chain in this game, but it's the Ring of the Embedded. Yeah. I feel like it was a bit antsy of her to do the floor wave attack twice in a row. If she does the extra pirouette, I have to roll on that, because she will cover enough ground to hit me. That should be the phase. Cool. Please let me out of here, Frida. Yeah, there's just like a couple things that stick in the air. Woo! That's spicy. Okay, I didn't catch exactly what happened there to my health. Okay, I did have a little bit of health from standing in the ice, then I took the ice pop. And that's because I was not dividing my attention properly. Hmm. Yeah, I could go either way about this this weapon choice setup. I think either one is giving me its benefits and its detriments. I don't think I'm taking a tremendous loss in opportunity for one choice or the other. I think her AI lost track of what it had to do for a moment there. Oh, that wasn't a backstab. Go figure. I appreciate all these times where I can get a hit in like the last moment as she's dodging out. Very close to taking a frostbite here. And it takes a while for that to go away if I don't use like a moss plum. Let's just roll a lot. It's not a bad idea. Just going for Fire Breath. Got to push a lot of damage there. At the explosion, she went invisible and went over this way. This is a good chance to push damage on Frida. Back to the waiting game. Get them both in the same spot. Okay, he's going for Fire Breath. Lava Pour. There's a little bit of an opportunity for me to hit him after Lava Pour, but not a big one. She went invisible and never mind, she didn't actually go invisible. I saw her jump, and I assumed something about her, but that was the wrong spot to have my eyes. Trouble, trouble. I was really close on that. I might have been able to get that phase transition just by pushing a little bit more damage on Father after he did the Lava Pour. I'll have to experiment with that opening a bit to see if that's legitimately there or if I'm imagining something. Like maybe that's vulnerable, maybe it isn't, I don't know. Oh, that's still reached. Okay. Very good. I do not like handling this with my camera like behind Father Ariandel. Ooh, that was almost the right spacing for the backstab. Ow. Sometimes she really doesn't want to stand in a position that's going to give me a backstab on her after the invuln. But this phase of the fight is in a narrower arena than the second and third phases, because all of the stuff along the sides gets burned away, like all of this junk. Get in at least 2 hits before he kind of wises up. Get over to Frida so that we can backstab her. I think this might put me right in the fire breath. We took a big hit from that. But that's okay. This is a bad situation. Okay, turned out alright. That's an explosion. I have a very slight amount of damage for some reason, and I didn't want to have that. Frida went invisible and then went over there. And that's a fire breath, which is another vulnerable point that I can use to finish this phase. Cool. Back to phase 3, the phase we don't get to practice very much, unfortunately. So the name of the game is going to be stay away from her until she goes invisible, and then stay on top of her. That's basically all we're doing here. Her first attack will always be the dive, I think. She has 2 different types of dives. That string is really long, and we're not going to engage with it. She went behind. She's over here. Yeah, despite hopping around and doing a bunch of stuff, she was still in invisible mode. So we still treat her as though she's doing her invisible sequence, and we hug her. This entire long sequence, we just keep back rolling like it ain't no thing. That's her grab sequence. That was the dive. I'm supposed to move towards her on the dive. I didn't react to the dive correctly because I was in a rut. Okay, so we had 2 opportunities there to get backstabs where we just got normal punishes instead. We need to try and make those happen better, and we could probably have had her at about half health if we had done those correctly. Her dash grab effect is incredibly scary. It is nightmarish attack. It's like, hey, the 3rd phase of this boss can kill you at any moment. the backstab, she's in a little bit of a her stance is a little odd, like it's at an angle. Best is to align with like her back leg. We triggered the backstab there, but didn't land it, which is normal. I'll take that. Let's get that off the floor. It's not worth a dang thing. Behind me. I'm just gonna go for regular attacks, because that'll push the phase. Our phase 1s are getting pretty clean. I got a little trampled there, so I just gotta back up, heal. That's the fire breath, and I'm not in the right spot. There's freedom. That bull swing is 100% lethal. If it gets me. That was a very difficult timing type of thing. I might have had a better bet at it if I had rolled towards him instead, but I was not thinking quite clearly about that. That would have been a much better play. I think rolling into him, I should have been not where the hitbox is. That being said, that's a very quick and dirty handling of phase 2. Like, I took off half their health because I went for every opportunity I got, but that backstab was very tenuous because of the positioning of Father Ariandel. And to some extent, like, that's a circumstance that I might just not be able to answer for. Okay, I walked back into her attack before it finished bursting. And I also started my attack, so it got counter hit damage. I didn't know you could get counter hit damage on a spell. I guess you can. Either that or the Wilhelm's armor set is lower on magic resist, which is very possible. Yeah, I think we're notably more vulnerable to magic. But we take less from physical. And her third phase, I believe, deals dark damage. There you are. What are you up to? Oh, that one I didn't need to dodge like that. Meh. Couldn't quite get behind her. And that's the phase. Oh, that hit me. That's no good. That's an explosive slam. Trying to get Frida to commit to an attack. It's fine, we got the fire breath, we can push damage on this. There's Frida. I was wondering where she went. Here, Father. Okay, Frida nearly killed me twice in that mess. Fire Breath from Father Ariandel will allow us to finish the phase. Can breathe for a moment. Okay, so it's not enough to just run towards her. I do also need to dodge. I need to dodge towards her. Just running at her is not enough to get me out of that attack. Certainly not with a guarantee. A couple attempts before, I was starting the fight behind her. I think that's probably a correct move that I was doing, because I was getting in like a hit before, and avoiding her her ground slam was a bit easier, or at least it felt easier. I was able to get hits after a ground slam as well, which is part of my goal. That is one of her big vulnerable attacks that I need to be exploiting. Come on, do something. Yeah. What you want to do? I was just a little outside on my attack. No backstab for me. This is a pretty messy attempt. Yeah, at this point, if I go under 10 Estus on the first phase, very messy. Not sure why I keep trying to backstab that particular setup. It's like a pie in the sky. I'm not going to get a backstab on it. She's going to jump out of the way every time. Okay, free to frostbite me. Oh, I've dodged in too early, I guess. I didn't get enough distance. It's just a little off. Yeah, it's hard not to feel frustrated about certain things in the second phase. There's a lot of times where it feels like small variances in Frida's behavior are like robbing you of time you could be spending hitting Father Ariandel. What? Come on. Stick around a little longer after you do that. Oh. For a moment, I was like, oh no, I misread the attack, I'm gonna die. But... that was bad. If she commits to the third slash, it's correct for me to roll in and do an attack. But if she only does 2 slashes, it's really tricky. She'll usually just jump out. Oh, shoot. That's the first time that's happened. I've been pretty lazy about actually avoiding Frida's attacks in this phase, because it does take 2 of them to kill me. Or I can get killed by the ice spikes popping up from the ground, but if I get hit by that, that's completely my own fault. That's like a not even paying attention type of death. It's like, what are you doing? Just gotta remove all of the tension from my bones and just execute. To take this high-octane Nightmare Fest and handle it with the enthusiasm of microwaving a TV dinner. When my soul is perfectly calm for the duration, that is when she will die. Breathe in, breathe out, damage the boss. Stamina, please. Thank you. That's an explosive slam. Where did Frida go? She's healing him. That was complete junk. The game just decided I didn't deserve that backstab for some reason. I ran out of stamina. That was really scary. There's a fire breath. Oh, it was actually a lava pour. Oh, she hardly ever does that in this phase. I lost track of Frida. There she is. I think I can put... Nope, he's already safe. I think I can get... Nope, she backstepped. Here we go. There's the phase. So much patience, man. So much patience. Just wait and wait and wait until they eventually gotta give it to you. Okay. This phase is not entirely about patience. This phase is about taking my opportunities. But I must be calm. I must be... the second roll rolled into it. The first roll might have been fine for all I know. Maybe I should not lock onto her for that attack. It's kind of disorienting me. Either that or I need to take more distance when she does it. Because, like, she does it the first time she starts, but she can use it regularly during the fight. That specific move has killed me like 4 times. I need to not get killed by the same move 4 times. So I either need to take more distance from her and focus on dealing with it from far away. I might actually just need to time it out better. A good position. I'm trying to do a bit more position manipulation on her going invisible. Because basically, if I move towards her while she's invisible, she's going to have a greater preference for jumping over me. Which is what I would like for her to do most of the time in that case. Excuse me, Frida, I don't have time for you. I've got another vulnerability on Father Ariandel. Beggar's Rush. Oh, she's healing. Gotta cut that out right now. Ow. That's the explosive slam. There's not a lot I can get done while he's doing that. That's the fire breath. So I need to bait her into using an attack so I can take advantage of this. Lava pour, got it. Fire breath. Some people want to tell you that the strat for this fight is like focus on Freed. Some want to say focus on Father Ariandel. Hit them both. Go back and forth between them. Like put one of them up on a meat hook and then turn right back around and you know, tunnel them both. That was a really good second phase. I don't think the third phase is gonna match. I get the feeling that this phase is gonna start. She's gonna jump at me and I'm gonna friggin' die. It seems to happen a lot. It's about to say, are you like, was she about to not do the jump after every single time doing the jump? And that time, I don't know if that's because I wasn't locked on or what. Maybe I dodged early or that ability is set to read trajectory. I have no idea. I have no idea how it felt so much like I dodged into the epicenter of the attack. I mean, it's got to be a very, very early dodge. Like a weirdly early dodge is what happened there. This is what happens when you need to go through like 5 minutes of stuff before you can practice an attack. Ow. Oh, that wasn't a backstab angle. Sure. That's very generous. Oh no!
Return from whence thou camest, for that is thy place of belonging.
I didn't realize what she had done until it was too late. But for that slow follow-up, that was definitely the wrong action. What time is it? It's only 7. Wow, it feels like I've been doing this for 2 hours, but I've been doing it for just an hour at this point. And that hasn't been just pure boss attempts. Because I ran around and got some items at the start of the stream. That's a bad thing to do. I almost lost her there. Ow. She's put me through the ringer this time. My attack wall clanked. And then I like did the wrong thing about her response. Yeah, that attempt was cursed there. That was not gonna go well. I'm set to be doing this game tomorrow afternoon as well. I might still be making attempts on the same boss at that time. She's tough. She's really tough. There's nothing more I can really do from a planning standpoint. I just have to get it done. That was too early of a dodge by a lot. That's an interesting thought. On her stand-up, I can hit her with a charged R2 instead of a regular R1 punish. I think that's pretty substantially better. Oh, Arendelle actually, not Arendelle, Frida actually moved in on me for that one. So, I needed to show her a bit more respect. I was thinking I could just, let me just go for this, she'll do an ice wave thing again, and I can just get in some damage. She had other plans. And you can't take a double hit. You will die. You will die. Pretty simple.
Return from whence thou camest,
Wow, ouch.
for that is thy place
I might
of
make this one a
belonging.
pretty short night of attempts because this is a really fatiguing fight to try and get through. It's just really consistently tense. It's like fraying my nerves to be here at this, and I might not be in the right headspace. I want to drill it a bit more because there's some things that I'm close to like committing to understanding. And I don't know how much I can focus during the week because I got a plan for a D&D session that I'm running next Saturday. And I'm really looking forward to that. I want that game to go well. Okay, the timing for the charged R2 thing is a bit tight. I could also try for a charged R2 when she's performing the her attack out of stealth. That's an option, but it's going to be weaker than the critical hit. Maybe if my strat wasn't on the Hornet Ring. Fire Breath, Fire the Father Ariandel. Dicey. that's the explosion slam. Ow. Fire breath, cool. The earliest you can figure out fire breath is actually that his kiln starts to flare up. So that's a really, really early part of the telegraph. Where is she? There she is. Okay, she's got chasing fire snakes. It's invis, behind. She'll always do 2 of those before she preps the big attack. Now we can pressure her on the wake up for 2 hits. No, stay away. I don't like you. Whew. Could you just go invisible, please? That'd be nice. That's her lethal rush. Like her grapple. I don't know what to make of that attack, and I don't wanna. Visible, behind. Crap. She should be around here. Not the full punish, but I'm not dead. So we take what we get. No. I think I can heal with that. Frostbitten, okay. I think I can drink there. Fire snakes, okay, she hasn't done that in a while. I got her! She's dead! I got it! Ah! Whew! I didn't think I would get it tonight. My heart. Did that leave behind 2 bonfires? I'm sure that second one is like a story bonfire. Oh, my blood is not... My blood is like moody now. Ugh. Okay. that is going to be my Dark Souls 3 run, SL1 run for tonight. I am signing off to rest my weary heart and record this clip for posterity and all that other good stuff. Um, have a fantastic evening. This has been Jupiter Exile. Until next we wander, good night.